I'm back. Dude, spring allergies are kicking my ass right now, but I am not here to have my ass kicked. I'm here to kick ass. It's some late night lads casting. Nearly midnight my time zone. And we have at least one more game ahead of us. So we just lost some lads champions in the bracket. Of course, Nexty then tagged, I believe, enemy one AC 130 above were the season 1 and 2 lads champions. They just fell. But we might also lose some two-time lads champions here with the Rizzlers falling. Yeah, they were oh god, season 7 and 10 winners, I believe. So yeah, this is also some two-time champs. One game away from elimination. Back against the wall against Karantanamo Bay. Karantanamo Bay have had a bit of a tear since they've had their player replacements. They had players leave slash one player may have been kicked. It's complicated, but we gave them Simon and we gave them Rycan. And the funny part is, despite a massive MMR increase, they were still by far the lowest MMR team in the league by like over 1,000. But they brought in Simon and Rycan, who are more or less like close to floor players, versus two players who are like well below the floor. And that apparently may have been the difference, because they've been quite decent since the player changes. They made the playoffs, and again, they take one game from the Rizzlers, who been long time League of Lads heavyweight gamers. We got the draft though. I mean, game one. I'm sad that I missed game one, because game one was an absolute epic game. It was 1 hour and 4 minutes. Went the way of Karantanamo Bay. Breezy R had literally half of his team's damage on Queen of Pain. Went 17, 2, and 17. I do regret missing that one, but what can you do sometimes? Rizzlers back against the wall. They had Rizzlord 69 mid. Is that KU? Is that Keita? That is that Kobe? Who even is? It's impossible to tell who's who in this team sometimes. I believe. Okay, so that was it was Kobe, and then based feminist Knuckles is Keita. Okay, trying to figure out who was who, but we do have a draft on our hands now. First phase bands Pak Martha, Beastmaster Ench, 5-pick Clock, 6-7 Chendike, 8 Visage. Second phase bands Timber, Earth Spirit, Drought, Pango, Lycan, L. 15 Snap, 16, 17 Rubik, Ursa, 18 Bristle. Last phase bands Necro, Quap, Veno, Viper. Now it's 23 pick Void Spirit for the Breezer mid.
10 seconds remaining.
Anyway, some fighting words were exchanged, but
5 seconds remaining.
interesting banner from the Radiance. Yeah, so this will be fun. This will be a fun one. Rote is definitely not in great shape right now, but uh, but but you're gonna be there. I am here. I will overcome biology today. I will overcome human anatomy. Last pick will be now. This, if there's any one hero you wanna fall back on in the elimination game, it's Kobe DP. Literally, Kobe DP has won them multiple seasons of lads. This is a legendary Death Prophets. Again, I'm pretty sure Kobe DP has brought this team to like 4 different lads top 3 finishes. Maybe top 4 finishes actually, but again, this is a legendary DP. And for Breezy R, again, it's not about the lane. He'll probably draw mid evenly, maybe even win mid, but it's not about the lane for DP. Never has been. Really. I can say though, it's going to be an interesting draft because it's a very up-tempo draft for the Rizzlers. And again, usually Rizzlers run this sort of style of team, but with more of a mid to late game focus, where you get your key items on these heroes, and then you, as KU would put it, run the train. But this game, they're gonna have to run the train relatively early with the BB, DK, BP timing. And throw in that Shen Menagerie as well, which again, it's gonna be a very, very early game oriented game. Given both these teams do not need that many items to fight. See some good luck, have funs in the all chats. And we begin chaos. Both teams head to the Radiant jungle. Radiant smoke there. Dire do not have a smoke. If you are, actually, no time for an intro. We're fighting right here, right now. Get this smoke will pop. Simon has been stunned. Scatterblast hits on 3, but Keita is being run at. He's 1/3 HP. He's dropping rapidly. Simon finishes the kill with Confused help. And now, it's already DK dead. Confused used his entire mana pool to do the damage, but well worth it. You get that first blood for Confused on the offlane Visage, get a fantastic start to the game, and you can walk all the way to Fountain in this time. But yeah, if you are just joining us, welcome to game number 2, not 1, but 2, of Karantanamo Bay versus the Shopify Rizzlers. I was not able to cast game 1 because I was casting the other series, so now we're here for game 2 of this series. It's the Rizzlers on their tournament lives. If they lose this game, they are done. And Karantanamo Bay will move on to the next round, so it's the last game of the first round of playoffs. Breezy R will begin to run away. He's stunned by Keita. He has Resonant Pulse skilled, and he simply runs away there. And more water has been consumed. Good day for water. Mid lane, again, is probably going to be a relatively boring lane. DP lanes tend to be relatively even. We're both will often trade farm for mana. Top lane will likely be the most interesting lane. Dragonite Snapfire versus Clockwork Ursa. Karan playing the Ursa this game. And then bottom lane as well is a Visage Bristleback lane. Not two heroes you see that much in lads, but again, it should be a relatively active bottom lane as well. I like the stick on KU. Certainly is going to need it. Keep my voice down boxing in the morning. I'm trying to be relatively quiet this series anyways. It is getting late, but we'll have to see. Over the top lane, Battery Assault comes through. Keita is a running away turn and stuns Simon. Simon allows Battery Assault tanked by the wave. Over to bottom once again. It's the Soul Assumption threat that we have to be scared of. So there is a lack of mana. I'm confused a lot of the time, it appears. Back to top lane, Urshock forward, Keita stuns Simon. Cookie stuns on both, but Malefic is out of mana. But Simon gets away. What exactly is? Gives a magic barrier. Oh, okay. Apparently it's a magic barrier. That's what that blue bar is. I was wondering if that was the other game, when Noah had it. And now I've read the ability name. Magic barrier. This is definitely not a KU hero, though. Blood Grenade. Raikan and KU both are low, and Raikan died. I mean, you get the kill first there. KU's dead. He dies for it, but it's a very good trade there for the Dire. Assuming Confused lives, though. Foreplay. Why not let him live? There's a slow from this Ghost. He has penitence on him. Confused, getting dove under the tower. Confused is going to die. A double kill for 4-play. That's a lot of gold for Chen of all heroes. Not the hero you expect for a double kill, but a double kill nonetheless. Back to top lane, Simon wants a battery assault, but Keita is playing around these radiant creeps, trying not to let it be too much battery assault damage. He's just running around, causing a little bit of chaos in the top lane. You have not looked at mid. Here is mid. Void Spirit is a little bit ahead in CS, but again, about as expected, relatively even lane. Back over to bottom lane, it's 4-play, running towards Confused with multiple Vul Assassins. Those are not doing too much damage, sadly, so. Apparently he's got the... Apparently this levels up now, the Envenomed weapon. Not quite sure when it levels up, but it does. Seeing the Vul Assassin's turn on Raiken. Ay. Remnant hits on Kobe. Breezy-R will grab the other water rune. Kobe wanted both. Siphon comes out from the DP. Breezy-R will walk away, though takes a moderate degree of... That's a pretty significant degree of damage there. He'll heal it off the bottle, but it's a lot to be taken. He's going Meteor Hammer on the Void Spirit, so... You know, relatively new age sort of Void Spirit build. Or the top lane, Cogs come out from Simon. Keita's on the inside, but Keita will still run away. So, actually, over to bottom lane, right hand side. How much different is the timing suddenly on the Void Spirit thing with the Remnant into Meteor Hammer? And I'm actually wondering how much harder it is to hit it. Before, it wasn't all that hard to hit, but the duration was decreased by 0.4 seconds, which should make it a decent bit harder, actually, to land it. But you have to throw it out now before it even hits, which, again, you have to kind of just assume and just trust yourself if there's no setup stun. And knowing Breezy-R likes to start the fights. He loves to be the first guy in. And again, in this game, the only person you might want to go in here is Simon. I mean, Visage does not want to go in first. Ursa doesn't want to go in first until he's got a sufficient degree of items, which includes both BKB and Blink Dagger. So perhaps it will be Breezy-R doing a classic Breezy-R play, jumping in first, remnanting semi-blindly, and just meter hammering on top, assuming he hits it, which will be fun to watch either way. So you're a bit of a rotation through the gates. Apparently 4-play is top lane. He brought the golems with him. Not quite sure if he just like used Holy Persuasion or probably was Holy Persuasion. Either way, they're running at Karan. The Ursa has been slowed. He's got 15-1 shard. He's stunned by Keita. Cookie is available. But Karan is fine, and Raiken now rise to the top lane on the Rubik. So key timings we are looking for is whatever item KU buys after Phase Boots. I don't quite know what that is. Maybe it's Eternal Shroud. Maybe it's an Aghanim Scepter. We will see. Over to top lane. Lift on Keita. He's cookied away by Pyduck. And he'll survive for now. Oh, KU. Instant Wisdom Rune grab. A lot of XP. Over to mid lane again. He's got the Remnant on Breezy-R, but he is taking a lot of damage. Over to top lane, Keita gets doped by Simon, Raiken, and Karan. But again, cookied away by Pyduck. Actually, dive's continuing. We're not done with this dive quite yet. Lift on Keita. Cookie on cooldown this time. But the follow-up not quite in range. Over to bottom, they want to go on Confused, but again, Visage, a very, very hard man to go on. Not an easy target. Simon TP's away. It will not be cancelled. He TP's to the bottom lane. It's currently a 2v2. It's going to turn into a 3v2 with Rycan arriving. Simon has been slowed. He's popped the cogs. 4 plays on the inside, losing the cogs duel. KU now wants to run away. He's got a 2-stack healing Lotus. Actually, I think he was lifted to the high ground by Rycan, which I guess is fine for everyone involved. He'll survive on that one. He runs back in towards Confused. Confused will summon the familiars. I think top lane's where the fun's going to be because Ursa is alone. There are pings in the top lane. You will see Rycan arriving via the twin gates. And it will be a 2v2 when he gets here. I'm assuming there's more TPs available for both sides, but the mid lane, there is a T1 tower under attack. Remnant will miss. Breezyar gets stunned by the Mud Golem. He's rooted up by Foreplay. And with the help of all that damage from Kobe, easy kill on Void Spirit. Tower on top of that one. Big game there for the Rizzlers. Over the top lane, Karan runs forward, looking to men fight Keita. Keita is uninterested. He runs away. So you know what, Bear? I don't want to get hit by you. You are a bear. I will leave. Cookie, forward, stuns on Karan. Go Urshak away. Meanwhile, Kobe siphons down Ryken. Back to Karan. He's running from 3. Siphon is active. Grip Swarm hits. Stun into right click brings down the Ursa Bear. 2 kills, both going the way of Kobe's DP. And now we continue the siege. They're looking to control the map early, grab more tier 1 towers. The mid one's already dead, the top one's not long behind, and if they want to, they can twin gate bottom. Join KU's also diving a tower, sieging at that. Lift from Ryken, it's on KU. He's about 1/3 HP, but has the greater healing Lotus. He's running at Ryken. Ryken dies to the right click damage. Simon is here. Karan is here. They want the bristle back. He has bristles on his back. And he's blocked in by Simon. The cookie away is not in time. Simon nearly dies to Pydock. But the last right click did not come through. It's a 1-for-1. The T1 tower top fell at some point during that dive. The T1 tower bot remains alive, though it is very injured. See, again, more emphasis on the bottom lane from the Rizzlers. They certainly want this T1 bottom. They want to finish the tier 1s. And perhaps they want to move in this direction on the map. There's plenty of fun stuff in this area of the map. But for now, look over to Malefic, who's being run at by Simon. Neither are 6. Battery Assault is active. Kobe's on the way. Cookie is disrupted by the Cogs knockback. Simon will attempt to TP, and it will be in time. Cheeky play from Simon pays off handsomely. A lot of attention grabbed, and he lives. Meanwhile, top lane, Keita has used the dragon form. He has become a dragon. Breezyar uses 2 steps, Remnant in the Meteor Hammer into the lift. Dragon Knight is dropping. He's got the 5-charge wand, but there's 3 heroes. The net from Foreplay might have done it. Ryken's still running forward. But again, no 6 on Rubik, no steps on the Breezer. No kill on Dragon Knight. And during that time, the T1 bottom was brought down by KU. It's split action from the Rizzlers. KU now farm this ancient camp. You got plenty of room to work with. You can play around this wisdom room when it spawns. Meanwhile, mid lane, EXO is still active. Kobe, I believe, used it to farm, and now he's running. She used it for that bottom T1 tower. But at this point, he's just running the Simon, who runs away. Looking at levels, and supports seem to be struggling to get their 6 early in the new patch. By this point, 3 of them have their 6, the one exception being the, the one exception being the Clockwork of Simon. That was correct. I got caught on my own words on that one. Here we see KU farming even more ancient creeps. He's #1 net worth. The only heroes who are even remotely close are his teammates, notably the DP. 4,000 net worth lead for the Rizzlers. They certainly want a game 3. That is for sure. Man, looking at the Dota buff from game 1 again, I think it was a little bit of a throw, though not that big of a throw. But of course, simply looking at the Dota buff graph will not be enough to fully ascertain whether a game was thrown or not. Meteor Hammer from Breeziar. He runs away from the action. You see the remainder of the team rendezvous with a 4-man smoke through the river into the Dire Tri-Camp. They found Raikan, and Raikan will get demolished. There is no living on Rubik, simply to be a neutral deny, and there's a neutral deny. So he did not live, but he died on his terms, rather than the terms of the Rizzlers, mitigating a bit of that gold loss. KU wants the rune. BZR grabs it, but it's going to cost him his life, it appears. He's got to assimilate. He's got 2 steps. He's silenced by Kobe. A perfect silence. BZR a little bit too greedy on the step usage, perhaps. And he'll get punished. And again, we're at the point now where we might see this bottom T2 die at minute 15. Exo is available. Kobe has a 20 charge magic wand. Got plenty of options right now to work with if you're the Rizzlers. And instead of forcing the tower, they are going to force the creep camp. It was stacked for... I wasn't stacked, actually. I guess Ursa would be Fury, but yeah. Maybe Radiant stacked it, actually. I think the Rizzlers may have stacked it, unironically. And they will clear the stack camp. So again, tier 2 towers, still alive, but Radiant will run the sweep anyways. They smoke up as 4, running at Breezy R. We get Stump of the Dragon Tail into the silence from DP, kisses flying the entire time. Get a nice little easy kill on Breezy R, and at minute 15 of game 2, Breezy R officially has more deaths than he did at minute 64 in game 1, so certainly not having the pop-off performance he had in the first session of the Rizzlers versus Karantanamo Bay, played forward by Keita, finding Simon for an easy clockwork kill. And again, I've said it before about Breezy R, and I'll say it again. There are games where he is the best player in the lobby, and there are games where he is the worst player in the lobby. And in Game 1, he was most certainly the best player in the lobby. Game 2, maybe not the worst, but certainly closer to it than the best. It is the Breezy R experience. It truly is. He is 7th in net worth right now, which is not what you want on a mid lane. Remnant into a 2-man Meteor Hammer. A Breezy R again is silenced. He's dying. He'll assimilate to dodge. He'll go forward with an assimilate and somehow survive. I'm not sure if Radiant were ready for that play. Lift into Remnant there on Keita. Hookshot forward by Simon. Keita falls. KU still stands his ground. Now running with Kobe. They'll retreat to the high ground, which they have their own ward on. It's Dire Tri-Camp area. The location formerly known as the Dire Tri-Camp. We are back to a bit of farming on the Radiant side, but Dire want to contest. Simon gets the D ward up. Now Tumbler Toys away. KU is still here, backed up by 2, but he's being gone on by 4. Lift on KU. But again, this man has bristles on his back. Never an easy catch. He'll simply walk away. He'll A-move away. Not even A-move, just move in general away from the Dire heroes, and they can't stop that. Alright, what do Karantanamo Bay do to win game number 2? First thing I would look at would be Roshan. Ursa has lifesteal by the Vampire Fangs. However, that's about it. He'll probably need somebody to tank for him for a bit of Roshan. Roshan is currently in the top pit for the next 2 minutes. Maybe they'll wait for it to spawn bottom at minute 20 and then take it when they're in his area. Because right now Dire are playing bottom on 3, but that could change in the next 2 minutes. KU, with the Vanguard, in the Vanguard, is defending. A bit of a fun double entendre on that one. You'll be defending the bottom lane. The hardest hero in the game to kill, perhaps, other than maybe... I guess all 3 Dire cores are insanely hard to kill. Over the top lane, Kisses are on the way again, hunting. Breezy Art assimilates. To the west, he attempts to TP. There's no way! There's no way he actually made that play work. That's the Breezy Art experience for you. Radiant immediately ping Roshan, however. They've got 1.5 minutes to kill it, and I believe they will kill it quite easily. Bit of minus armor. A lot of damage from both physical and magical sources, so Roshan is not long for life. He'll stomp. At this point, it's a stomping in rage, not a stomping in triumph. In the first Aegis of the game, we'll head the way of KU on the Bristleback. It will not go the way of Karan on the Ursa. And that would have been what we were hoping for, is the, if you're hoping for the Dire to win this game, shoot, it would have been a bit of Roche control, a bit of an Aegis take, but we did not get it. Did not get it. I'm being asked who I predict will win. I think I answered that in the last 2 minutes before the delay comes through, but yeah, it's definitely a winning game state for the Rizzlers. There's no doubt about it. They will have to throw high ground, I think, to lose this game. Which, again, certainly possible. Hookshot misses from Simon. Malefic sidestepping it. Remnant into Meteor Hammer will be the play, hitting on a Psyduck. And Snapfire dies to the Fade Bolts. Well played comes out. Over to the high ground in the Dire base. KU's just there, by the way. He's got the Aghanim Scepter finished. You see Karan on the defense. Dire Glyph. And Radiant walk away. There's still plenty of things to do, possibly run at Breezy R, but Radiant will ping the Tormentor. So again, they'll eventually run south and west over to the Tormentor, and that's the ping. It'll be a free Aghanim Shard for the Rizzlers when they take it. Until then, Breezy R, he is dancing with death. Will assimilate to the northwest. That's towards Foreplay and KU. He steps to the high ground. Radiant know he's there. He steps to the low ground. Is there follow-up in time? There's a net from the menagerie of Foreplay. To finish the kill there on Breezy R. That's his 4th death of the game. And we are going to see this Tormentor taken. Oh yeah, that's a very, very fast Tormentor take. Aghanim Shard going the way of Shen. And he immediately will use it to grab the Ancient Thunderhide. Allows you to grab the Ancients, and he will grab the Ancients. I'm gonna chat Riz anyways, just in case, but... It's only a 6,000 net worth lead, but momentum is certainly in favor of the side of the Rizzlers. The Dire side Tormentor was also taken, the free shard, going the way of Rubik. A very good shard to get. And Rubik, he went Blink and Aether. Usually you'd have one of those items be Aghanim Shard, but Raiken goes a little bit greedy and does not get punished for it. I believe they nerfed it. I believe they nerfed, and then they nerfed the Aghanim Shard, but it's still incredibly good. Maybe they didn't nerf it. Either way, KU mid lane has been Vesseled, but he still has 2 lives to play with. There's backdoor once again. Radiant begin the retreat. Lift on Keita. He's half HP and dropping. Dire leave their base and return to their base. For the bottom, Breezy R will TP. And he'll TP to the top lane with Travels. He is on some split push Dota. The Rizzlers still stay as 5. Mostly around this dire tri-camp. KU still has 2 lives to play with. He's knocked back by Simon, who hook shots in the foreplay. Keita looks for an angle. Simon falls. Dire will let Simon die, saying, you know what? You may die. We will run away and live.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Here we go again. KU returns on high ground. Radiant Wave is now coming in. Backdoor has finally left the building. There's still 2 lives for about a half minute on Bristle. Mid T3 to fall. Breezy R will Remnants. Getting it on Pydock. Sapphire is lifted even further into the Dire base. But with the Glimmer Cape, he's still fine. He simply runs away. Step forward by a Breezy R. He will not let the kill leave. Now KU will lose the Aegis. But good defense so far from Karantanamo Bay. Killing 1 and only losing a tier 3. And getting, importantly, a lot of gold during that time. Dire CKU. He's slowed. Step in. Remnant misses. Breezy R. He's in a lot of danger. Hookshot hits on Keita. But Breezy R is silenced and run down. Keita will be the trade. There's a big bad KU doing a lot of damage. Karan cannot lock down a hero. He moves to Kobe. Gets Glimmer Cape. Dire have detection. Simon is dead, but the trade is for Kobe. And KU's dropping as well. He's cutting around right now, trying to run away. Kisses will allow KU to retreat. Ryken steals them. He's using them, looking for KU. The cast range is short. KU gets away. Over again, the Malefic Snapfire is run down by the big angry bear of Karan. But overall, a fantastic string of fights for Karantanamo Bay. There's certainly a lot more hope for them in Game 2. It's actually looking, I mean, for those who are around for the beginning of the stream, as it currently stands, it's looking a lot like Nexty Dave's Game 1 did, where Nexty took that significant early lead with a strat that wants a lot of early momentum, and they threw it going high grounds. At about like a 6,000 lead, about minute 25. And lo and behold, we may be seeing a repeat of that in Rizzlers versus Karantanamo Bay. But we also see Simon getting run at by Foreplay and KU, and we get a pause. We get a pause. I'm gonna blow my nose because the spring allergies are kicking my ass. Had to mute my mic there. But it's one of those things where nature is trying to kill me. Which I get. But I don't like it. Do not like it at all. Okay, let's see here. How do they kill Simon? How much does this thing slow by? 100% for 1 second? Yeah, he's dead. Unless he can hookshot to Breezy R. What's the cast range on that? Long enough, right? Because they have to be coordinating this right now, right? It's like, alright, we need you, Breezy R, to let me escape. This is actually a very fortuitous pause for the Dire. Because they can plan the great escape for Simon. And again, I think if it's any other play other than hookshot, I'm pretty sure he dies. So let's see what happens. Simon has hookshot. He'll use it to Breezy R, buying a gap. He'll TP. Successfully, I might add. Over to Breezy R, he'll go even deeper behind enemy lines. He'll go on the creep wave with a Meteor Hammer of all things. Radiant are well aware he's there. Dragon Knight's not in blink range, but he's looking to run down the Void Spirits. He'll TP. Wait, no, he doesn't TP. He grabs the Watcher. Buying time for Keita to arrive. But another step away in time. Keita has blink in 10. There's no way. Okay, that was a little bit too bold from the Breezer. He'll attempt to assimilate and get away. He's even further away from safety. And again, you do not live here. You eventually die, barring the greatest escape in Dota history. Maybe he'll die on neutrals? He remnants away KU. He's still running. He's got no mana. He's got no HP. He's got one astral step and a dream. There's no way. There's no way this man lives. Yeah, he dies. Breezy R. Always a fun character to watch. Top lane, blink stun there on Simon. Meanwhile, mid lane they go in on Confused. Confused will run away. Back to Simon. He hookshot it to Centaurs in that little like low ground sort of area. So both Dire members who were gone on got away. Some good escapes there. Keita and Foreplay will smoke. But it's a jump on Karan instead. It's more important. Ursa can BKB and CP. He might have to do it now if he wants to live. But he gets a little bit greedy, trying to get time to blink. And he'll BKB TP. He'll leave it too late. He's going to die during this. Yeah, a little bit too late, the TP from Karan. Too greedy. He gets punished. A lot of gold used. I mean, it's no longer... It's the first charge of the BKB, too, so... Again, a punish. A big punish. To hurt Karan. Stolen Mortimer's Kiss is once again used by Raiken. He now runs away from the real Snapfire. Over to Breezy R. How did he get here again? He just died here. I swear he just died here. There is a Void Spirit corpse right next to this man. And he may be joining himself in the grave, dear Breezy R. He's silenced. He'll now get unsilenced, assimilating onto the Radiant high ground. There's no way this works. There's no... Oh, yeah. He actually lives. Breezy R Dota 2, ladies and gentlemen. Enough said. Radiant want a second Roshan of the game. And they will get a second Roshan of the game. Dire on the way with smoke, but I don't think they'll be here in time. Rocket Flare will scout. Maybe they will be here in time. It's still on 3rd HP. Simon has hookshot. He'll use it, hitting on Keita. No cogs quite yet. Lift on KU. KU's falling. Foreplay is dead. Keita is going to perhaps die as well. Karan wants the kill, and he's dead. Roshan's still alive. Simon is dead, but he died for a very good cause. Karan wants Roshan. Nalfic stuns on 2. Karan hits Roshan. KU hits Roshan. KU dies. The Roshan kill goes away of the Dire. Edis away of the Snapfire. It's Kobe running away, but he's dusted. He's remnanted. He'll get brought down eventually, it appears. He's cooking further in. Perhaps miscommunication. Perhaps a real turn. It's currently a 3v2. Karan's low on HP. Confused is low on HP. Kobe is healing from the Exo ending and TP's away. It was not perfectly clean. But there is no doubt about who won that fight. It's Karantanamo Bay. Over a 2,000 net worth swing. Sure, you don't get the Aegis, but importantly, guess who also didn't get it? It's our main man, Bristleback, who, again, still wants to end the game relatively soon, it appears. He will lack that second life to go high ground with. We're at the point now where the Rizzlers, this significant game to lead, has turned into a very stalemate sort of game. It's not a lost game yet, but it's certainly not a won game. It wasn't a won game earlier, but it was certainly a game in a winning position, and now it's in much more of a draw position, which means right now, if it's a bit of a draw position, it's going to go into late game. And again, I don't know if they want to go late game. It's certainly doable, but Breezy R is a late game player. He excels in the chaos of the late game. These heroes certainly can play the late game on the Radiant side, but the burden execution is on them to end it if they want to end the game earlier than that.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Bottom lane, KU wants to go on right can. Proving the way in time. Dire are splitting and retreating. Breezy R TPs to the fountain. The remainder of the team runs. Raikan lifts himself away. And it is a clean retreat. You did not get the tier 2 bottom. It's low on HP, but you lost nobody. You lost nobody. Dire want a Tormentor. They'll lose Familiars, but they will get the Tormentor. Who was the shard go to? It goes to Void Spirits. Yeah, Breezy R probably wanted that. And he'll get it for free. He will get it for free. It's free. Who doesn't have Shard at this point? So it's Visage and Ursa. Okay. Wait, no. Clock doesn't either. So I guess before getting the Shard, Breezy R was like 3rd in net worth on his team, which means bottom 2 on his team that don't have Shard will get a chance at it. And it rolled him rather than Clockwork. That's pretty funny. Bit of a solo smoke from Simon,
Top tower
doing what I assume is creep cutting.
is under attack.
Radiance. Take the bottom tier 2, and the Rizzlers want to go high ground. They've got 2 lives on Snapfire. Exo comes in from Kobe. Keita remains a dragon. Raikan actually will steal Dragon for it. Bit of a weird steal, but he's got it. He's doing some dragon on dragon gameplay. Looking like the Oblivion end game fight right now. Over to Karan, who goes in to man fight Kobe. Kobe's at HP. KU stands his ground. Radiant leave the Dire high ground. Breezy R will meteor hammer, hitting it onto the Death Prophets. Remnant there to follow. Breezy R is out of spells. Houdini has died, and now KU wants more. He's running down Simon, who's half HP. He'll juke in the trees, but there is no juking from a very angry man. With Bristle on his back, confused, is the new target. He runs away. Clockwork buys back. He does have hook shots. T3 remains alive, and right now the wave is not there. So a costly defense. But the base was defended. This T3 remains alive. It cost you a support buyback and 2 kills. But you did defend. Problem is, it may only be temporary relief. Aegis expires, but KU still has cheese. Keita, stuns confused. Karan goes in the back lines, looking to run down Dragon Knight, but there's a 4-staff away. The bear must now double back. KU, it's the tier 3. Simon cogs him back. T3 dropping, but still alive. KU, that one half sort of HP, still has cheese, but is waiting for the vessel there. Vessel's been purged. He can now use the cheese. Breezy R will go in, mirror hammering on 2 heroes. With assimilate and step through the Radiant team once again. KU still has cheese. He's being very patient. Confused is dead. Simon is dead. Dire are fighting a lost fight. Confused buys back. Ursa BKBs, and he got too greedy on the cheese! He didn't use it in time! And now Keita is on the run! He's trying to run away! He's low on— he's remnanted! Oh no! A disaster retreat for the Rizzlers! 4-play dead! Malefic will successfully TP, as will Kobe. 3 dead. 3 dead on the Radiant side. It cost you 1 more buyback. This time a core one of Confused. But again, the gold swings back. Look at this graph. There are some ups and there are some downs. It's a real back and forth one as it currently stands. Silence with a stun stack there on Breezy R. And as a result, he'll survive. I don't think he was in any risk of dying anyways. Now he steps in looking for Kobe. Dust comes through. He runs away from it. Lift on Malefic instead. The DP will be allowed to retreat. There's an Invis Snapfire, now remnanted back by the Breezer. Again, Dire will collapse in and finish the kill, and now Keita wanted to defend, but it's instead Keita wants to run as well. But Breezy R has no steps. He has one in 1 second. KU is respawned. Looking to re-engage again. Confused. Tries a TP. That one's cancelled instantly. Visage will certainly fall, and from the Karan will as well. 2 cores to fall on the Karantanamo Bay side. Confused. Tried an Oversteel Totem play, and it did not work. Double kill for KU, the 2-time champ. Secures his team a 2K net worth lead. And again, we may just see Radiant ram their head towards the high ground once again. Blink stun from Keita there on Raikan. The familiars will be the counter stun coming from Confused, but Raikan's just too squishy and just too dead. He could have lifted himself, but I don't think it stops his death. So the exchange is for the bottom tier 2 tower. Breezy R grabbed it during the chaos, but again, it's run it down the lanes time. KU is already in the Dire base. He's killed another T3 tower. All T3s are dead, though no racks have fallen yet. Melees are still alive. He even leaves it prematurely, letting his team grab it. He wants mid-racks. Range racks are low. They're going to die. It'll be 2 lanes of racks potentially. Or maybe even megas, actually. KU is doing so much damage right now. My lord. Top rack's dead. Mid rack's dead. Bottom rack's dead. And this was the idea of the draft. Simply kill the base. And when there are no defenders, the base will shatter. It will crumble into a million little pieces. And before, I mean, again, less than 2 minutes ago, it was a relatively even game state. It no longer is. There's megas. There are mega creeps in favor of the Radiants. Link stun, hits on Visage. And again, he still lacks a buyback. He used it earlier. The lack of Visage buyback prompted a frenzied push at the Dire High Ground. And again, we may see another frenzied push at the Dire High Grounds. Karantanamo Bay, they have to defend. They are running out of base to defend. Step forward by Breezy Arc, going on 4-play. 4-play remains fine. Lift on Keita. Will BKB on Dragon Knight. Karam will BKB as well. Kobe is still forward. Simon is trying to create chaos in the back line, but Radiant stays strong. Running at everybody, forcing to the fountain once again. Breezy R is full HP, stepping forward as Simon dies to KU. Breezy R silenced again. Keita stuns on Raikan. Will kill the Rubik. He buys back. Breezy R still is desperate to fight. He steps in to simulate dodging again. But the siege, it's too powerful. Kobe's dropping, but he's healed by the Exo, ending. A desperate play from Karan results in a very unfortunate death. Breezy R is still trying. He's still trying, but this time he's stunned. This time he's silenced, and this time he's dead. There is no buyback, but there is a GG call. And we'll be heading to the series deciding game number 3. Oh boy. 0 to 100. real quick. Real fucking quick. That is all I have to say about that one. My lord. And again, the Rizzlers, they knew they had the power. They just needed to get the right window. And with no buyback on Visage, the right window arrived. Again, this is it's been quite the long series. We are at 12:40. 12:40 in the evening, AM, at night. It's Late Night Lands with Badger. I am the Nightfly flying solo at this point. But that's okay. I need to go to the bathroom, but I will only go to the bathroom after the lobby is up. Because I do not trust everything to be okay until I'm in the lobby. Now that I'm in the lobby, I will go to the bathroom. I will be right back, gamers. And I have returned. I hope people are enjoying some of the references I'm throwing out today. A lot of references. Reference game hopefully has been on point. But yeah, we're just waiting on game 3. In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have stopped the break, but oh well. uh
When I think of chocolate, I think
the hell? Not what I expected from that video. There's a documentary on chocolate. But yeah, I
When I
mean,
think of chocolate,
you're gonna get chocolate instead of coffee in early America because now, I'm not sure exactly how early they're going, but again, chocolate is native to the Americas, while coffee is not. The exact origin of coffee is I don't think it's exactly known, but again, it's generally grown around the sort of like Horn of Africa, Yemen sort of area is where a lot of your coffee is going to come from. It is an old world plant, not a new world plant. And usually, I believe it's usually like your sort of like Yemeni or your Ethiopian sort of coffee. Because generally, especially back in the day, you see it cultivated more or less anywhere you can cultivate it now. You're seeing, like Sulawesi coffee in Indonesia, and you're seeing, like New World coffee from like, Colombia and so on. But especially back in the day, it was really more readily available in areas with a direct trade route to where it is grown. And again, chocolate. If you're in like 18th century United States, or I guess at this point the proto United States 13 colonies, I mean you're not too far from chocolate. That's only in Mexico. That's not too far away. At the time, Spanish Mexico, but not too far away. I'm assuming the documentary mentioned that somewhere.
Radiant team ban.
All right, it is game number 3.
Dire
Winner
team
take all.
ban. Radiant team
Loser simply takes sadness and depression. Rizzlers on the Radiant side. Karantanamo Bay on the Dire side. The winner will keep their tournament hopes alive, and they will go on to play the ladies.
5 seconds remaining.
Loser, well, they'll have to settle with a tied 13th to 16th place finish.
Radiant team pick.
For Karantanamo Bay, they might just be grateful to be here. This is a team where many had them as the worst team in the league. They were sputtering and sputtering in the first half of the group stage. But with a late season form, they have come to playoff hot. The Rizzlers, they've been there. They've done that. Certainly not their first time in playoffs. This core of players has won Lads twice.
10 seconds.
I believe this exact team won season 10.
5 seconds remaining.
They've been there. They've done that. And they do not want to go out round 1 losers to Karan. And the opener will be Clockwork. It will be the Clock. We saw Simon play it last game. We've seen a lot of Clockwork tonight. And speaking here, we've seen a lot tonight. It's Earth Spirit.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Not too much time using reserve time into a Lich pick, so certainly a support duo that's got some kill threat. With the way that I understand Dota currently, I think it's a pretty good support duo where you have a support duo that can work together with the gates. Earth Spirit arrives at the Lich lane. Certainly good options, or alternatively, Lich can go into the Earth Spirit lane, put on like a Frost Shield, and just do some action there. Dude, Earth Spirit has massive. Dude, look at his arms. Man is buff. He's literally chiseled from stone. Usually people say, "Oh, this man's got some chiseled muscles." They're being metaphorical, but in this case, it might be literal. He's literally like chiseled from stone. Oh, those are some. I wish I had gains like that. Look at these arms, dude. These are wild. Never noticed that before.
Radiant team ban.
Well, that's Leshrac. You saw Treehard play Leshrac earlier tonight. It went okay. And again, I believe it was an 8 pick in that game too, so. Might have been a 7 pick actually. It's like an early drafted Leshracs. I believe this hero has been the target of some bans as well, so again, relatively highly prioritized hero throughout both of the patches on the new series. Or, both of the series on the new patch. My bad. Getting a little bit late, so got a little bit late.
Dire team ban. Radiant team ban.
IO bans, certainly a good ban. We saw specifically IO Lesh earlier.
10 seconds remaining.
AM bans to protect Leshrac meanwhile.
5 seconds remaining.
And again, post patch, AM seems to be decent. Not an auto win sort of hero, but certainly one of the more favorable carries of the patch. As far as like first impressions go, you know?
10 seconds remaining.
A little interested with the sniper ban, but again, I guess it's not a hero that Lesh wants to go on. And
Radiant team.
the hero that Karantanamo Bay like to pick, I'm assuming. I think both Breezy R and Karan play it, so not too shocking there.
Seconds remaining.
Bristle banned as well. So even though the
5 seconds remaining.
there were some words exchanged in the lobby chat, Bristle's still banned.
Dire team ban.
It's a good day to exchange words. Sorry if the mic picked that up, by the way. Got some ginger ale as well to help the throat, but I don't think it's what I need to help it. Comboing the ginger ale into some more water. Certainly an option. But unfortunately, the caffeine from earlier is really starting to wear off. Which is a bit unfortunate, because the energy is already low, so very, very unfortunate. But it's okay. Game 3 will hype us up. Get some more energy for some 1 a.m. Dota. No more bans. Queen of Pain, DP, both bans. Both respect bans, I might add. Breezy R popped off on Queen of Pain game 1. Kobe popped off on DP game 2. Multiple respect bans.
Radiant team pick.
Beastmaster.
The Beastmaster. Certainly a hero that Confused is familiar with. Wouldn't be the first time he's played it in Lad's history, and that's a bit of an understatement.
5 seconds remaining.
If we're looking up his esports profile, he's got some Beastmaster in there. Less than I thought, actually. This is his second most played pub hero, though, which again, You don't see that many pub Beastmasters, but you do get one here in in Confused. Dragonet the response. Likely for Keita again offlane. There is potential for a very similar game style to game 2.
5 seconds remaining.
Where you run it down, you'll run the train, saving their carry pick. And there are certainly a number of options to run it down. DK offlane with a lot of pushing power. Leshrac mid with a lot of pushing power. Snapfire minus armor makes it even easier. Perhaps we may see the legendary KU Terrorblade. Though I will say, if Karantanamo Bay have any bit of brain power remaining, they will ban TB in the third ban phase. They should not give that under any scenario to KU. In an elimination game of all things. There is no way they should be giving him that.
Radiant team back.
And it's once again Rubik. Which means instead of getting an Earth Spirit supports, you will get Lich Rubik supports Earth Spirit mid. I get it's a Breezy R hero mid, but I don't think Lich Rubik supports work as well as like Lich Earth Spirit supports do. These aren't heroes that necessarily pair together that well in the early game to use some gate Dota. Much more heroes who want to stay in a lane semi-passively.
Radiant team ban.
Really only fight on their terms. Terrorblade, understandably banned outs. Drow the response ban, so 4 carries will get banned out. That's not even counting the already banned carries of Sniper, Anti-Mage, and Bristleback, so we're going to see a lot of carries banned here. They have to do a little bit of dumpster diving to complete our carry selections. I mean, there still is Slark. There still is Phantom Lancer. Actually, PL is not dumpster diving. That's a very good hero right now. But the PL, Slark available, Morphling available, Luna available. Saw a logical play of that, but that was in the last patch. Ooh, a Bloodseeker ban. Interesting.
Radiant team pick.
It'll be PL banned as well, understandably. He has 23 pick. Perhaps the last pick of the season for the Rizzlers. They don't have that much reserve time left.
5 seconds remaining.
We've got 30 seconds left for the penultimate pick of the Game 3 draft. And I'm honestly not even sure where they're going to go. Maybe Luna. I think Luna's decent. But you're playing it into Beastmaster, Earth Spirit, into and counterpick carry. Whoa! Whoa! So one of these 3 heroes is carry. If I had to guess, it would be Dragon Knight, actually. Which is very interesting. That is not what I expected. Man, it's certainly a run the train, earlier game oriented hero. But wow. This is your season, and you got a 23 pick Night Stalker. Interesting. Don't think I like it. I mean, you can consume with the Night Stalker Aghanim Shard. I get that's maybe part of the reason why they wanted the interaction to mastery, but
Choose your hero.
this could be difficult. So Raikan Rubik again. Simon Lich, a classic. Confused on his Beastmaster, Breezy Yarn, at this point almost a signature sort of Earth Spirit. And Karan the Lifestealer. We know Leshrac will not be carry, that'll be less Shark in the mid lane. Or play 5 on a Clockwork. KU carry Dragon Knights. Offlane farming Night Stalker, and an offlane supporting Snapfire for Psyduck. I have to prefer the Dire draft here. I think this Radiant draft is... It's relying on like a Dragon Knight sort of timing, where either you run it down relatively early, or you get like Ag's Manta on D. I don't think either is necessarily the answer here, but perhaps I'm wrong. A very good chance I am, but you will have to see. Can say though is I'm interested to see what Lifestealer builds. Is it a more traditional sort of like armlets SNY, perhaps Deso Lifestealer? Does he go for like a Radiance build? Does he perhaps go for an Aghanim Scepter as like sort of like anti-Radiant tech this game? There's some interesting options. I think Karan's item build could be what makes or break this game for Dire. Because he needs to be very strong in these mid-game fights. The Rizzlers will most certainly run the train. They will run at you. And you must be prepared. Here we are. This is it. If you are just joining us, welcome to game number 3. Winner take all. Loser is eliminated in Season 12 of the League of Lads playoffs. On the Radiant side, 2-time Lads champions, the Shopify Rizzlers. On the Dire side, a list of players who I believe have never made the top 4 in Lads ever in Karantanamo Bay. I believe other than one top 6 performance from Breezy R, this team generally has never been on deep playoff runs. So again, it is Titans versus the ultimate underdogs. Wait, we're gating. We are gating top. We gated top. We've gated. They're running confused. Battery assault hits. Splitter at the follow, but he's a tanky Beastmaster. Scatterblast hits on 3. Karan runs forward. Axes will be there, killing some trees. Foreplay still running. He does not want to die. Blood Grenade will slow him. He'll try to gate away. 2 more hits with the job, and the Fade Bolt plus the right click will kill Foreplay. First blood goes to Karan. A cheeky gate play came out from the Rizzlers, and they got punished handsomely. And the fighting continues. Lich and Snapfire both throw out their spells. Simon wants to continue the trade, however. Continues to blast Malefic. He will have to walk. Tom has to walk away here. They're both quite low. Middle lane. It's Leshrac Earth Spirits. I have to assume the lane either ranges from even to slightly Leshrac favored. Nah, I don't play mid really though, so I couldn't tell you that one too confidently. And bottom lane. Got a very tanky Dragon Knight in the bottom lane. Gonna be hard to dislodge this man from the lane. And it's 4-play forward. We saw it last game. We saw it both last game and last series. A lot of battery assault action from Clockwork in the early game. Seemingly a very popular pick in the new patch. Karan is... I don't know what he's doing right now. He's running at Snapfire instead of running at creeps. Over to bottom again. It's the 2-on-2. 4-play is low. Confused gets stunned. Battery Assault is still taking Confused down. And Confused will die in 2 more hits, I believe, but the 2 more hits do not come through. Beastmaster walks away from that one, though by the skin of his teeth. Yeah, I am not looking away from bottom. I don't care about top. I don't care about mid. There it is. That's the stun on Confused. 4-play runs forward. KU slaps him down. And they move to Raikan. Rubik. I don't see how he lives. We'll try to deny the tower. And he will kind of succeed at that. But, again, he's still dead. What the... What?
Just play Dota, guys.
Why? What? Why is Breeziar here? Is he rotating at minute 2? Is he actually going to do this? I mean, KU stuns Confused. Roll forward. Hits on KU. There's no way. He hits the kick forward. KU's lifted tag again, but KU ties the right. Why are you here, Breezy? Oh my lord, this guy. Yeah, it's one of those things. People mention sometimes, you know, Earth Spirit rotating at the minute 6 rune, or Earth Spirit rotating, say, like level 5, even level 4. Man rotates at level 3. He doesn't even get the bounty rune bottom. Yeah, I thought maybe he could go wait for the bounty rune, right? No. He just goes and rotates. I love Breezy Arma. I just love watching this guy play. I just love casting his games. Absolute madman. Forward to bottom lane, Confused, ran forward towards the creep wave so they can help protect the battery assault. Axes, he'll be there. 4-play is very low, but the cogs knock him back. Confused gets stunned with the Dragon Tail and brought down by KU. He'll high five for a little bit of fun, a little bit of haha, you're dead moments. And 4-play will just deny the neutrals for a return to either the lane or another lane on full HP. I can't believe you rotated that early, man. It's Breezy R guy. Gotta be on some Molly or some powder or something. Splitter if hits, by the way, on their spirit, but his top lane where Simon's on the run, he'll Frost Shield. Running away. I feel like both of the side lanes want to brawl, but the brawl's gonna have to wait for a little bit longer. And Breezy R is getting handled mid, but again, it makes sense. Breezy R spent some time away from mid. Over the top, Frost Shield and Life Stealer. The cookie forward, stunning on 2, but it may cost him his life. He's dropping rapidly. One more hit from Karan does the job. Meanwhile, mid lane, wait a minute, a solo kill from Kobe. Back to top lane again, though. It's Nice Sucker running in for Simon, but Kate that dies first. 4-play will find the vengeance. But what a huge man fight win for Karan. What happened to mid? He solo died to Leshrac. I'm assuming it had to have been at level 6 spike. Where he got the Pulse Nova, hit a Splitter and just killed him. Maybe he blocked the roll or something. I'm not entirely sure, but it did not go well there. I mentioned how the Breezer Our man Breezy R is getting handled mid, but that will not help. They're playing 3v1 against Kobe, but much like in the NBA, 3v1 does not stop him. Over to Raikan, he lifts up the Lesh track, but he might just get run down anyways. Correction, there's a lack of mana on the Lesh. He'll get spared. Over to top lane, they're running Lifestealer S2, they force out the Rage. And he'll walk away. Lesh track, level 7. Earth Spirit, level 5.5. That's not good. Not at all. Keita is under attack. He jukes north. With the higher move speed, he'll be fine. Or maybe not, actually. He might get feared in, lifted up, bit of a stun stack there from the Dire side. But the body blocks and the right clicks will be enough. Simon steals that kill. Oh, my bad immediately afterwards. Meanwhile, into the bottom lane is confused. Getting shadowed by 3 Radiant heroes. Malphite will grab that Wisdom rune. Not TP towards his own Wisdom rune. It's a fight for Wisdom runes. And they both go to Snapfire. Cookie, oh, it cancels the TP. Big plays from the Dr. Pydock. Neutral. Dude, is Raikan the best neutral denier in the entire league, actually? He's so good at neutral denying. Over to foreplay. Magnetism came out from Breezy R. We may see a neutral deny attempt from him as well. But Confused gets the kill. Raikan's actually so good at neutral denying. What the hell? It's a weird thing to be the best in the league at, but again, I can't think of a better player at denying the neutrals than this man. No, there's like, it's like, all right, oh yeah, I'm the best middle laner, or oh, I'm the best Death Prophet, I'm the best rat player, you know? It's like, oh yeah, I'm the best denying the neutrals. Like, okay, pretty good. Over to mid lane, Cookie stuns on Breezy R. Split Earth is short, past range, not quite in range, and Breezy R will get spared for now. Bot T1 goes down to KU. No siege unit needed. Apparently no dragon form needed either, which surprises me. Surprises me a good bit, actually. So we're walking around S5 right now. We're a little bit of split farming on both teams. Split Earth hits on Breezy R. Battery Assault will follow, but Breezy R will walk away. Smoke comes out on 2. Radiant did not see it. Breezy R has Magnetize and 5 stones. Looking at the Dire Vision, you'll see the Snapfire. Was broken the Smoke Yank. Perhaps not the ideal target, but it will be a pretty easy guaranteed kill. A little bit closer than I expected, but still a kill going away to the Breezy R Earth Spirit. Now he's going to rotate top lane towards Keita. But it is night time for Night Stalker. He's got that extra night vision. And can use the Ascension if required. So again, we're seeing a bit of a sweep going on from this Breezy R, Simon, Raikan sort of battery. 3-man Dota going on, where they're kind of like sweeping the map back and forth. Actually, they're basing their base around the middle lane. And they're playing, you know, relatively close, ganking around, trying to play together here. But in this case, Simon was alone, could not secure the Invis rune. And again, the roll is available for Breezy R. He'll use it, and miss it, though the Cosmic would have stopped it anyways. Cookie, forward on Kobe. Kobe gets a raindrop popped by Breezy R. And everyone's fine. So we are at the point where it is time to farm. It is time to cultivate agriculture. Karan is trying to hold the top lane. He's got the armlet. Keita, for his part, is going to go Echo into Aghanim Shard. Snapfire is poor. Clockwork is poor. The Shrek is not poor. He's got nearly an entire Bloodstone. Top lane, they're running a Keita, but Radiant are on the way. Keita ascends to use the geography to his advantage. The scenery, one might say. Splitter hits onto the Lich. The Lich falls, but across the map, the trade is for Snapfire, who was dove mid by Breezy R and Raikan. Magnetize was committed, however. Back to the top lane, it is a Siege Edict. Only level 1, but it certainly will help bring down that tower. Keita will see the TP via the Dark Ascension Omnivision. Battery Assault comes through. He drops the cogs and runs to the north. Confused wants to run him down. The boar is slowing. It's now dead, but the axe finished the job off. Back over to Malefic. He's feared in by Simon. And Karan has the slow with the right clicks. There's too much damage. And this time, Karan's secure the kill. And you know Simon's laughing because after the kill steal earlier, Karan's probably yelling on Mike like, Simon, you better give me this kill! This time we got the kill. Made sure we got it. Roar. There on Night Stalker. Once again gazed in by Simon. He's getting slowed and kited. KU arrives, stunning the Lich. But again, Lich is not dead. Yeah, Breathe Fire was missed by KU. A rare mistake by the two-time champ, and he'll get punished heavily. The Lich he didn't kill threw back a ton of damage and resulted in him joining the grave. 12 kills now for Karantanamo Bay. Only 6 for the Rizzlers. But it's still a relatively minor net worth lead. Is that Radiance? Yeah, Radiance see Breezy R. I'm not sure if Breezy R knows that Radiance see him, but Radiance saw him there. Roll forward. Splits the wickets. Kobe turns. Splitter, Theodore, Spear for Karan. Will rage and run forward. Breezy R will roll the Whippet Cookie. Will hunt. Breezy R is dropping. He's trapped. He'll roll again. Oh my. Great escape from Breezy. I don't know how he keeps getting away with it, but he does. Breezy R will get infested. He'll drop off Karan perhaps. The kick is missed. The axes also miss. Kobe will not die today. Over the top lane, it's a fight over Wisdom Runes. Support on support action. Both of them have Battery Assault. Raikan will try to get Foreplay away, and the rune goes to Foreplay. It'll cost him his life, but honestly, it's probably worth it.
Is the ultimate magus. That's right. I am.
Meanwhile, we got Raikan's hero here, just trying to pop off on voice lines like, "Hey, I'm the ultimate magus. Who is the ultimate magus? I am the ultimate magus. It's not you." Rubik Arrow Man. It is Arcana voice line. Yeah. It's farming time. If you're a fan of farming, you're in the right place, but farming actually maybe ended for a little bit. Because Radiant are looking at the top T1 tower. Foreplay runs towards Breezy R, who's just rolling towards Keita. The roll is off the mark. Keita dodged that one. Let roll forward. It's blocked by the cogs. Keita's silence is looking to hit the Earth Spirit. Hookshot forward by Foreplay. Breezy R somehow still alive. He'll magnetize before he dies. But his death has already occurred. His tower is not long behind. Keita remains ascendant. Meanwhile, bottom lane, KU is alone, but it's top lane where the off lane Beastmaster is gonna come off the map. Beastmaster real soon. He's in the grave. He1 dead as well. Meanwhile, bottom lane, it's just Simon and Karan right now running at KU. Chain Frost is not available, but there's a TP in by Keita. Spear in. Chain Frost still available. Now committed. But it's a bad bounce. An unlucky bounce. So Karan dead. Simon will certainly join him. Big win there for the Rizzlers. Now a 2,000, correction, a 3,000 net worth lead for them. And again, if you look at what, roll forward, it's on foreplay. There is no magnetize, but there's a Dagon on our Spirit, so the kill can be finished quite easily. Lift back by Rycan, Dagon not even used by Breezy R. And again, this is a really recent lead. Look how recent it is. It was even Dire who were in the lead as of very recently. Roll again available, missed this time by Breezy R. Keita is duking it around. Dagon still up. Kick away. What's going on, Breezy? He's still Dagon. He can still Dagon. Please use it. We'll roll forward, hitting it onto the Malefic Snapfire. Meanwhile, confused. That's the Keita, Kobe, and KU. Back over to Kobe. He kills Rycan as well. So it was chaos as that happened in this Radiant Jungle area. There were two more Dire heroes dying on the other side of the fight. Keita, by the way, is still very fast. It is nighttime. Breezy R has 5 stones. And he'll get away. Over to mid lane, it's time to run the train. Leshrac and Dragon Knights. We'll grab that tower. We are ballooning the net worth lead, and again, as of about 2 minutes ago, it was no lead. And now it's a 4,000 lead and counting. We are even approaching a 5,000 lead. This is, again, a very much ballooning lead. We are still actively in the process of ballooning it. Possible fights are afoot in multiple spots. Hookshot in, it's delivered as dodged by Karan. He'll rage and walk away as the team TP's in. Simon. Got a bit of a D-ward. There's still 3 Radiant heroes here. Roll forward from Breezy R, a little bit short. The kick will slow. Roll this time hits. Cookie gets him a little bit of distance, but Karan's raging and going forward. Foreplay is going to die, and now it seems like Kobe may be the second depth of the team here. Breezy R has been infested. Wait a minute, Breezy R is going to die. Karan may try to salvage things, but it might just be too late. His rage has ended. He's going to die. And so will Simon. Rycan confused. They're the last 2 survivors, and they just can't kill the Leshrac. It's a full 5-man wipe. Cost you a buyback on the clockwork, but well used. Absolutely well used. And again, it's crazy how this game, much like last game, is 0 to 100. 3,000 again. 3,000 net worth lead swing in that fight alone. That is just, that is really scary if you're a Karantanamo Bay fan. And they won the game 1, and they were in a decent spot in game 2, but they have not been really in a good spot for much of game 3 at all. Like, Twitch chat disagreed with me. They thought that Radiant had the easier draft. They thought that Karan's team had no damage. It seems like Twitch chat may be right today, because I am looking real incorrect as it currently stands. There's still time for a comeback, but it's hard. It is hard. So KU's got a very unholy version of this sort of like Manta Ags build on Dragon Knights. You're seeing more and more of like this Ags Manta build where you get level 4 dragons, you get the Illus, super strong, but he's going to be having a much more unholy version. He's a Radiance thrown in. These illusions will be an absolute menace to society. Chard goes to foreplay, by the way. On the clockwork. Gives him a jetpack, which is, I mean, it's something. I think you'd probably rather have that on the Snapfire, but You know, RNG in a skill-based game sometimes. Apparently, got some kind of FPS issues. And KU will reload. Yeah, we'll be back soon. I'm sure.
Play Dota, just play Dota, guys.
Yep, play Dota, just play Dota. As it currently stands, certainly the Rizzlers who are coming out ahead in that playing of Dota.
To a future of grief.
Again, at 10,000 lead, it's not quite insurmountable, but who said that? What?
Who's the number one now?
Play Dota, just play Dota,
Said
guys.
that?
Whoops.
Is that? Oh my god! What idiot Jenny added this? That should not be in the game. There's no way that should be in the game.
Radiant
My god, there is a remarkably, again, I'm not sure if you read the patch notes. There's just like way too much what I'm going to call dumbass sassiness in the patch notes, and this is like the same sort of style of haha, I'm so quirky, lol to random x. This is like Redditor sort of, just Redditor sort of bullshit. You know, I don't like it at all, but whatever. We are going to see Roshan under attack now. Dire need this. And they really, really need this. There is the Aghanim Scepter on Beastmaster for the Drums of Slime. Whatever that means. There'll be 2 lives for Karan though. Big objective grabbed. But Radiant will grab some brick and mortar damage for that one. That will be a top tier 2 eventually dead. Now Dire will go for Tormentor of their own. It will be the free Aghanim's Shard. Simon nearly dies, and Rubik will get the Shard. Probably the ideal person for the Shard to go to, because it would have been him or Beast. Actually, never mind. Maybe not. Would have been him or Beastmaster. Honestly, both are quite good. But I'd probably rather have it on Rubik than Beastmaster.
top tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, there is 2 lives on Karan. I'm not sure how much they're interested in forcing a fight, but it's certainly an option now. Problem is, even with the 2 lives on Lifestealer, it still might not be enough. Ryer will smoke as for.
Play
Everyone
Dota,
but
just play
confused.
Dota, guys.
It's what they need. 2 lives on Lifestealer, and that Drums of Slum timing on the Beastmaster. And maybe now is the time. Now is where you can win a key comeback fight. And if they win the fight, there's a lot of gold going back their way.
Are scanning.
Roll forward, we'll miss. I'm going to go bottom on the Twin Gate. Maybe not. He rolls forward again. Looking for KU perhaps. KU's hiding. 4-play forces. Oh no! KU got away.
Play Dota, just play Dota, guys.
Again, correct idea, correct location even. Just not the exact right spots. And at this point, I mean,
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Radiant are doing a great job of splitting the map and waiting out the Aegis. It's already been 3 whole minutes wasted. And again, there's probably not going to Breezy caught bottom lane. There's probably not going to be the key fight that Karan wants with 2 lives. Which, again, I guess you still deny the Aegis from the Dragon Knight or from the Leshrac, probably the Leshrac. Means Leshrac cannot force high ground, which is nice for delaying the game, but at this point you cannot simply delay the game. The game state is not good enough for you to simply delay. You need to start wrenching things back. Ascension from Keita, running at Simon. Easy Lesh kill. A very easy Lesh kill there. And the mid T2 will follow. That is 5 outer towers taken. That's a BKB on Lifestealer. Ay, Rakan, you are in danger, my friend. I don't think you live this one. And you do not. I mean, it's not like you necessarily want to buy BKB on Lifestealer, especially post-nerf, but in the Night Stalker, it's probably essential. It's that persistent AoE ground silence, throwing a Blink Dagger, and it could be real hard, so... And again, it makes sense why it's BKB. And again, Breeziar caught bottom lane by KU and friends. He'll attempt to roll away right into Malefic. He'll silence, and then he'll roar the follow-up. Malefic is dead, but KU... So he's healed with the mech! He's invested! He's kept alive! And now, he'll heal with the Aegis. He might have full HP anyways. Chain Frost is bouncing around from Simon. Warplay taking a lot of damage from this one. He actually might even die to 2... Never mind, Chain Frost is ended. Hook shot forward. Simon dead. Over to mid lane. Keita are still trying to have Breeziar. Breeziar is... He's playing Earth Spirit of all heroes, so not an easy hero to kill. We again thought we might see a bit of a high ground siege, but looks like it may be delayed. Next Roshan will not be for a while longer. At least a minute 45. Likely in that 3 to 4 minute sort of range. All by Breeziar, he wanted the rune, but alas, there was a foreplay. Taking us. I think that foreplay has quite the high amount of mid-lane experience. He knows all about those runes. I can tell you that with confidence. Well, this is the point in the game where KU may be out of control. Simon will Chain Frost. Keita runs forward. He is ascended. Roll by Breeziar, will miss shot in by foreplay. They want Karan. Roar comes through, hitting on somebody in the neckline, but at this point, Keita, KU are just so powerful. Foreplay is dead, the cores is still alive, they stun Breeziar gets infested by Karan, but he's silenced by Keita. He's still trying to run, confused now, falls to 1-for-1 trade. And KU stands his ground, but Lifestealer wants to rage and hit, but Breeziar is simply dead. Splitter hits on Lifestealer right after the rage ends, and the TP will get cancelled by KU. Karan on Lifestealer is dead. On the south side, Simon and Malefic as well. It's a 4-for-1. Disastrous fights. Karantanamo Bay. And it is looking very much like the two-time champions. They'll live to see another day. It will require an epic throw the game. Blink forward by KU, right can dead. That is technically a full 5-man wipe.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
We're headed high. T3 mid is dead. Though the melees will get kept alive. Roll forward by a Breezy R. It may be desperation time. He'll roll nearly towards Malefic, who went out. Ogre still throwing him away. Dragon Tail is there. Out there is Spirit, Radiance. Our do a bit of a retreat. Roll forward. Hits again on Snapfire. That's a lot of stuns in return. He's so far away from his team, but he's now healed by Confused Guardian. Greens. The Chain Frost will bounce around, but again, the Radiant are just so healthy. Chain Frost is doing so little damage. No shot in. Hits on Confused. Beastmaster is inside the cogs. He's trapped. And he's dead. Karan TPs. It'll be a successful TP. Simon will not be so lucky. Again, 3 more kills. Triple kill for Kobe on the West Shark. Blink in by Keita. Finds Raikan. There's no detection. Therefore, Rubik is spared. The Rax will not be spared. They cannot go invis with Glimmer Cape. They will die. And again, the push isn't quite as fast as the one last game. But it's still effective enough. Surprise, surprise, Breezy R rolls forward. Malefic TP's away. Silence on foreplay. Roll. He's a little off the mark. He's under a dire sentry on Clockwork, so he is dead. Again, relatively clean retreat. You only lose Clockwork. Not the biggest staff in the world. Get the cores away. Yeah, at this point, again, it's 22,000. It's looking... Oh no, Breezy R. This time you may have gone a roll too far. The roll is blocked. He's dead. For nearly a minute. Disaster. That will be Roshan. It'll be Aegis. It'll be cheese. And there's no stopping it. Not this time. Maybe the Dire may try for the Tormentor in this time, but they're going to do it. They have to go fast. Like, really fast here. Yeah, they'll do it.
Just what I've been waiting for.
Poedota, just Poedota, guys.
Oh no. The shard went to Earth Spirit, I believe. Yeah, it went to Earth Spirit on the for the item shard. Ay ay ay. I mean, Simon will be alive pretty soon. And Radiant grabbed a Tormentor of their own, getting a shard for the Leshrac, which again would be very helpful for going high grounds. And again, with the Aegis, with the cheese, that is the obvious play. Simply HG it up. Radiant Smoke. This could be the dagger. They want Confused. Blink Stun from KU. Fall up from Kobe. That's an alley-oop if I've ever seen one. At this point, Karan can only watch as his base shatters. Buyback from Confused. But he remains a little bit dazed right now. He wants to defend, but how can you do it? Roll forward by Breeziar. Keita ascends. But patience from the Rizzlers. KU has Blink. But he is holding it. He doesn't want to use it quite yet. Wait, did he just... That's a non-Ags. A non-Ags illusion. Shouldn't you be asleep? Shouldn't you be asleep, boxing boy? Ay, ay, ay. Well, it's an infested Earth Spirit. Roll on forward. But again, no heroes yet. He now finds KU. KU slows him. You know, Blink stun on Confused. Kobe has the follow-up. Beastmaster will be dead. Chain Frost is the response. But KU is far too tanky. Breeziar will attempt to roll away, but it's cancelled by something. Raikan dead. Karan dying. But Karan will bash Keita. We get the Night Stalker at the very least. So far, 3 for 1. KU now slows Simon. Cookie forward. Splitter still held by Kobe. Simon dead. Now Karan's in the 1v4. He'll bash Pydock. He wants to kill, but Ogre Seal put him away. Masturbating from Malefic. At this point, I mean, it's another full 5-man wipe. There's no GG yet, but this game's over. There's no sugarcoating it. Unless the Rizzlers make the throw of the century, this game is over. Bottom rack's dead. Top racks, even tier 4s, both an option at this point. The Rizzlers will take top, roll forward, hits on Malefic. He's lifted towards Simon, gazed in. He's still alive. He'll tick down. No, he's hit by the Guardian Greaves. Raikan is dead. The trade is finally for somebody. Dire supports. They both buy it back. Breeziar's in the Maelstrom and brought to the grave. He's got no buyback. Top range racks fall. It is the last fight for Karantanamo Bay. The clock has struck midnight. Blinking by Keita. Roar on KU. Keita and Kobe bring down Simon. KU is still fighting. They cannot kill this man. Confused down. Karan is stunned. He's dead. Nobody's got buyback. And there's 2 G's in the chat. In the Rizzlers defeat Karantanamo Bay by a margin of 2 games to 1. Apparently, GG was cancelled. But it's over. Oh yeah, it's over. Crazy might abandon. Hey, I'll know Castrol when you don't fake GG. But yeah, Rizzlers win 2-1. Dominant Game 3 performance. Again, it was looking potentially like a 2-0 victory for Karantanamo Bay, but from the moment that ultimate Game 2 siege happened, it's been all Rizzlers. I am tired. Yeah. I'm gonna end the stream very soon. I'm gonna rate someone, I'm sure. Thanks for tuning on in. Congratulations to Daves and the Enclave on their 2-0 victory over NextD. Congratulations to the Shopify Rizzlers on their 2-1 victory over Karantanamo Bay. Thanks to the viewers for tuning in for part or even all of this very long casting night. So yeah. As of when we cast your games, cast your tournaments. If you're a pro TL looking to hire a tournament admin / organizer or caster, contact me on Twitter, twitter.com/badgerdota2, or on Discord, badger5713. As always, thank you for watching. Have a great night.